I called the client and let her know everything that we'd found. She said that she'd had a conversation the day before with the family, and she said, I don't know why, Melissa, but I felt like I needed to just be straight up and ask them. She asked them if anything had been going on in the house, and while the father didn't say anything, the wife pulled her aside later before she left and just said, there's definitely something going on in the house. We don't know what it is. Our son doesn't feel safe here. We've tried a bunch of different things. We don't know what it is. Nothing we try seems to make it any better. I asked the realtor, what have they tried? She said, well, they had a pastor come in and bless it. And she said things got way worse after that happened. They'd gotten where they didn't want to be in the house at all. Even going so far as to stay at hotels some nights, just because it was so uncomfortable in the house. I asked her about the little boy. She said that the wife had told her that whatever that entity was definitely focused on him, that he had woken up with bruises on his back that he didn't want to talk about, but the mom knew that they weren't from playing. This was during COVID. The little boy wasn't playing with friends. There were no friends to play with then. And he was spending a lot of time indoors. Just didn't feel safe outside. He didn't feel well. He was depressed. The realtor asked the family if they minded that she had called me, and they were 100% on board. They also asked if they could meet me personally and get some help for the son, which of course we did. I worked with the little boy for a couple of weeks just while the house was on the market. They ended up getting a good price for the house. They felt better in the house, but by then they were just ready to go. The father had already put in for a transfer. He had a job in a different city. So the sale of the house was going to happen no matter what. Working with the little boy, we gave him the tools that he needed to deal with his gift. He was an intuitive child, helping him understand that he hadn't done anything wrong. There was nothing wrong with him, that what had happened to him happens to lots of kids, and he didn't deserve it. It was not cool. And then getting him into a good therapist who would believe the story that he was telling them. I work with a fantastic therapist that I recommend to a lot of my clients who have this kind of spiritual trauma, because she believes them. Not just, well, I'll listen to their stories and make my notes that might be slightly, dysregulated. Not that. She believes them. She's my therapist. She's fantastic. So having a therapist who will also listen and understand and validate these experiences is also a really important part of healing. Healing should be holistic, not just our bodies and our minds, but our spirits too. So getting to work with children and work in situations like that where there are entities on the property that can be dealt with, and then helping the children or the family then take their power back and start to realize that they can control what's going on around them is one of the things that I get to do that I am most excited about. And I'm really, really honored to be able to work with people that way.